Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this session, we will talk about a validate. What is it? A validate bracket. It says that every single string has to be matching between the bracket. It cannot be a different bracket like what is it? Like this one. It's a different bracket. It should be have a two pairs of the bracket. Okay, in here you can see that the input and the expected one. I will make this in I will make the solution of this in 6 different language. Now we start with Python. I can say this one bracket, and we're going to have a str1 and also a dictionary map. Okay, it will return true in the end. This is the what is it, the default. So I'm going to try to print it, the validate between the input string and dictionary map. It's just this just for checking whether it at the first one did it has an error or a technical error or nothing. Okay, seems that is going to be fine. And in here we're going to say list str1. List str is list of str1. We're going to change the string into list, and we're going to make another one is bracket. Okay, it's going to be empty list. In here we're going to say for e in, we're going to iterate every last one of them. We're going to use length of the list str. Okay, and then in here we're going to check whether if the list str e in dictionary map value means that it will be the close bracket map value. If there if it's true, we're gonna check whether it will be the first what is it, the first element of the string is just close bracket like this. It will be return false. Okay, we're going to return false in here, false. Okay, and then we're going to check whether the list of str in dictionary map. Okay, dot keys. If it's in the key, we're going to append it to list bracket. Append this to list str. Okay, and then we're going to else if the list str is in the value, but it differs. The e is more the e is bigger than 1, so it means that the the close bracket is not in the first element. And in here we're going to check whether the if dictionary map of the, we're going to check the last one of the list bracket, because it function as it's function as stack. So we're going to say whether if the last bracket is not same as the list of the I is not, if it's different, we're going to return it false. Okay, and if not, if it's match, we're going to remove the last of the bracket. We're going to pop up the last bracket -1, but in here you have to know that the list bracket must be empty. So we're going to check if the length of the list bracket is not empty, is bigger than 0, we're going to return false. Okay, and we're going to print every last one of them. It has 5, I think 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5. Nice. Okay, it's going to be 5 print. Okay, 1 2 3 4, I think. Okay, the last one is going to be 5. Okay, that's all. I'm sorry, it's not key but keys, right? dictionary map has no attribute key. Okay, see, one is true, true, false, false, and the last one is false. Okay, and we're going to go to the Java. In the Java, it will be the same, but to what is it? To declare the hash map is kind of quite long, but that's okay for now. And we're going to sorry, we're going to what is it? Make the same thing. So in here we're going to skip the introduction because we already know that it needs function in here, boolean boolean function, valid bracket is going to have a string in here str and the map in here, hash map maybe. Okay, and we're going to return this is return true. Return true. Okay, and don't forget to at the end we're going to try to print it first, so make sure that there is no technical difficulty or maybe some things that doesn't match in here. So we're going to say this and no. Okay, oh, this is not, this is like this. Okay, and we're going to have valid bracket in here. We're going to print it import str1 and also the dictionary map. Okay, we're going to test this one. We're going to change this into Java, and the font is going to be another Java in here. Okay, it says that valid bracket is okay because we don't recall the object. We must recall the object of the function is the solution one. Okay, it's going to be true. It means that it works fine, and we're going to make function about this. First, we're going to make a release. And inside here will be the string. Okay, and it's going to be named the list of the bracket. This bracket, and we're going to say a new release. Okay, that's fine. And then in here we're going to say string temporary. It's going to be a new string. Okay, this is for containing the string, because in the in the Java we can check the every character of the string using char, and we're going to change the char into a string to make a comparison between that. Okay, so in here we're going to say integer e is same as 0, and we're going to say e is less than str dot length. Okay, if the string has length, but if you're going to change it into list, that's fine. You can check it by size of the list, and we're going to have e++, and then we go in here. We're going to say the temporary is going to be character of the string. Going to say okay, change to the string of the str in char at is I. Okay, so this is going to be char and it's going to be a string again. We're going to change it again. So we're going to check if the hash map of the hash map contains no. Okay, hash map contain value first. If it's contain values of the temporary, and okay, the e is less than 1, means it's the first element is just close bracket, is going to be return false. Okay, we're going to say return false, and then after this we're going to say else if we're going to say else if the hash map has key, contains key. Where is it? Okay, contains key of the temporary. We're going to append it into list bracket. We can say list bracket dot add the temporary. Okay, And then if else, we're going to make else if again. Else if the hash map of this one is temporary, is exists, so if the close bracket of the hash map, we're going to have two if function here. First one, if the hash map is not same as hash map dot get of the list bracket. Okay, list bracket at the end, list bracket of get of list bracket dot size and -1 is equals to the temporary. If not, it's different than the temporary. It's different. What is it? It's different closing bracket. We're going to return it as false. Return as false. Okay. And if not, we're going to say else. We're going to pop the last bracket. So we're going to say remove of the list bracket dot size of 1. So we're going to remove the last bracket, and after this we're going to check whether the length of the the list bracket has to be empty, because if not, means that there is no, what is it, must be same as 0. Okay, just make this one, and we're going to say okay, return false. Okay, list bracket dot size is bigger than 0, means that it will be 0 or other else. Okay, and here we're going to copy this, and we're going to make sure that we have all the 6 6 string in there. So we're going to say 1 and 2, I'm sorry, and 2, okay, we're going to have the 3, 4 and the 5. Okay, and say we're going to say Java practice solutions. It's going to be 2 2 false false 2 false 2 2 false false 2 false. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, this is should be false because it's not a closing bracket in here. I'm sorry. Okay, it says false. Okay, that's cool. Now we're going to do the Golang one. So we're going to make this in the Golang. So in here I'm going to make the same thing. So we're going to make the function bracket in here. In here it going, if not used, it's going to have an error, not a warning. So you have to check it first. Valid bracket of the str of string, and also dictionary map or hash map, maybe hash map, but that's same. There's no different up here. We're going to say in here we're going to have a string in here and also string in here, and what is it, the return will be boolean, and we're going to say okay, the return is going to be true. Okay, and we're going to check it by, first we're going to check whether it can be run before we implement our code in here. We're going to say okay, the valid bracket it will have a two input, the str1 and the dictionary map. It's going to be what is it, go in here, go, and in front it's going to be go run. Let's see. Okay, this will be fine, and we're going to implement it. First we're going to say okay, just declare this bracket in here. It's going to have a string in here, and it's going to be empty, and the chars in here is going to have the run in here. In here it's going to be have a run, and inside here is going to be str, and the last one is going to be list of str is going to have the string this. Okay, and then we're going to implement this. We're going to change the first one is going to change the rune into a list of str, so it's going to be e less than length of the str, and then we're going to have e plus plus, just two of this, and going to say list of the str is going to be append of list of the str and string and the chars I. Okay, we're going to change this is the type of the runes and going to be changed into type of string. Okay, in here we have a list of the str, list of the string, and we're going to check for e in value of the range in list str. Okay, we're going to iterate this one, and we're going to check if this is the this is the challenging one, because it has no no built-in function in contains value dict map. I'm sorry, I'm going to have the string in the front, maybe as the string in the front is value, and e is less than 1 is going to return false, but we don't have the contains value for the function of for content value. So you can say, okay, function for the content value is going to have first is going to have the str in here, it's going to be string, and it's going to have a dictionary map in here. We're going to say, okay, dictionary map is here, it's going to be map, and inside it will be going string and string for the value, and we're going to have the boolean in here, and we're going to say, okay, we're going to iterate this one. So we're going to say, okay, we don't need the index, so just make sure that we don't need the I or the index, and we're going to range in dictionary map if a value has one of them is same as str, it's going to return 2 if okay, and then the last one is going to return false if there is no contains value. Okay, and in here we're going to say, okay, else if else if else if okay, in here we're going to check the key, right? But we don't have the key one, so we're going to make sure we're going to make another key one, and in here is going to be fill and dictionary map. If content key, what we're gonna do is we're going to append a list bracket. It's going to be append a list bracket and the the value. Okay, and here we're going to make our content value in here, function of the contents key. We're going to copy this one, just make sure that we have it more easy, and the last one is going to be return false. Okay, and it say that here if is okay, then if the dictionary of map has str in here, okay, if it has str, it's going to be return the okay one. If okay is exists, means that we're going to return true, else is return false. Okay, I think that's going to cover it. And the last one is going to check whether the else if it has another content key, but the index is in more bigger than 1, so we will have this one. We're going to check whether if the dictionary map of the list bracket in length of list bracket is -1 is not same as the value is going to return false. Okay, and the other one is going to pop the list bracket. So we're going to say, okay, list bracket, we're going to pop this one, list bracket. In here we're going to stop it as len of the list bracket -1, means that it will not contain the last. Okay, after the iteration, we have to check whether the the len of the list bracket, if it's still something inside here, is bigger than 0, is going to return false. It's not, we don't need this. Okay, just return false. Okay, I think this is going to cover it all, and we're going to uncomment this, and we're going to print every last one of them. It's 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. I think that's going to be, that's all. And say, what is it, 5. I'm sorry, this is the 5 one. I'm going to say that, okay, 2 2 false false 2 false. Okay, I see. And then we're going to change it into another one, is solution of the chess or JavaScript. Going to say that in here we're going to make a constant. You just make a function for generally validate the bracket. Okay, validate the bracket, and it is going to have a str and dictionary map, as going to return in here, maybe return true in here. And we're going to check it first. Going to say a console log of the validate bracket is going to have the input of str and dictionary map, and we're going to check it. We're going to say, okay, just change it into JavaScript, and font we're going to change from the Golang into Node. See, that's okay, that's running well. And we're going to implement in here, same as always. We're going to say, okay, list of the bracket is going to be 0. It will be used for the queue. And we're going to say going to say a list of str. It's going to be the str1 is going to split this into a list. So the string is going to change it into a list, and we're going to say, okay, for var or for let, the same. Let in e is same as 0, and e is less than list of str. It's going to have a length f in here. Length is going to be e plus plus. Okay, and in here we're going to check whether the if arrays from dictionary map the values is going to have includes of list stri. You can change this one into maybe temporary in here. Let's change it into temporary. Just say if it include temporary, and the I is less than 0, you can say, okay, just return false from here. Return false, and then in here else if the dictionary map has we can say temporary, is going to append it into the list of bracket. So list of the bracket is going to push the temporary one. Okay, and then in here we're going to check again if we're going to copy just for from the above. We're going to check whether the array now is the close bracket. If it's the close bracket, we're going to check whether the dictionary map of the close bracket is same in the list bracket of the last one. So we're going to say, okay, list bracket of the length of the, so we're going to have a element of the last of the dictionary is going to be, if it's different than the temporary, and it's going to return false, and if it's match, we're going to pop the list bracket. We're going to pop the last element of the list bracket. It's going to say just list bracket pop. Okay, in here after the for, we're going to check whether the list bracket of the length has still has something, so it's going to return false in here. Okay, it's going to be like this, and we're going to copy this one into maybe 5 more. 1 2 3 4 5. Going to add 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and we're going to run this. Okay, it say that bracket 5. Okay, doesn't have this one. Okay, and we're going to see 2 2 false, false, 2 false. The last one is false. Okay, it's not expected to expect false because it has no close bracket. And that's it for the JavaScript. We're going to change into the PHP. Okay, in PHP we're going to make a same thing. We're going to just just go to the function in here, function of the valid bracket. Okay, it's going to be have a string in here and also have a dictionary map in here, and we're going to just return true for first one, just return true, and we're going to print this one. In here is a little bit different, so you have to print the valid bracket in here like this, because it has if the true is going to print just one, but if false is going to print none. just empty. It makes people confused, so I have to make like this, and false, I'm sorry, and I'm going to print the false one. It's going to be here, and we're going to try this one. Just make it PHP, and the font is going to be, going to change the node with the PHP one. Okay, say true, and we're going to clear this all, and we're going to implement this in here. First we're going to have, okay, just make a list bracket. Okay, it's going to be an array of just 0 1, and we're going to make a list of the str. It's going to be str split. Okay, just split the string into list str. Okay, and we're going to say, okay, for I is same as 0 if the I is less than count of the length of the list str. It's going to have si plus plus. Okay, and here we're going to check whether the if is in, I'm sorry, this is weird, if in array, okay, of the list what is, so I list str. Okay, we're going to make this one just same as always. Just put it as in temporary, so we don't have to type list stri for every time. Just make sure, just we make this one, and it's going to be as temp, and we're going to check whether the in array of temp and dictionary map, if it's true, we're going to check whether the I is less than 0. If it's fulfill, it means that the closing bracket in the very front of the element, we're going to return false in here, and in here we're going to have the else if array key, and say Okay, we're going to check array key exists. Okay, array key exists of the temporary, and then we're going to have a dictionary map. So if it's in the key, we're going to append it into what is it? We're going to append it. So we're going to say okay, append it to the what is it? Array bracket. So we're going to array push in here. We're going to say push this one into the bracket. So the temporary and the bracket one is list bracket. Oh, why is list bracket? Just list bracket in here. Okay, and then we're going to say okay, if else if something's happened the same, like maybe I'm sorry, in array the same, but it's the index is bigger than 1. We're going to check function 2 in here. We're going to check whether the if the dictionary map oh, I'm sorry, just forgot the $sign. Dictionary map of the can say the end of the list bracket. So we got the last one, list bracket. Oh, I'm sorry, just forgot another what is it dictionary $sign in here. And if just at the end of the list bracket, we're going to have the temporary one. If it's not same, we're going to return false in here, return false. Okay, if it's same, we're going to pop up the last of the what is it, list bracket. We're going to say okay, the array pop. Okay, we're going to pop the list bracket. Okay, and in here after this one, after we're going to iterate everything on we're going to check the last one is going to be the count of the list bracket. If there is something in here, means that it will be containing key, so it has to be 0. If not, it's going to return false. Yeah. Okay, that's all I think. And we're going to copy this one, and we're going to iterate every one of them. Just add 5 of this, and we're going to say 1, the 2. Okay, I'm sorry, 3. Why is happening here? Okay, and we're going to check this. Okay, that's the 5, and we're going to print this one. Okay, array push expected one parameter to be array push expected array push. Oh, I see, it's just a different place. It should be the list one and also the temporary after this. Okay, line 23 for undefined offset 3. Solution in line 23. Dictionary of the list and bracket is not same as let's see what happened. It says that line 23 2 false 2 false. Okay, that's I think the what is it, what happened, undefined offset 0. Okay, the end of the dictionary array, I see. So it will happen in here because it say that, yeah, it has to say that the bracket is still empty, right? Or maybe not. It's okay, in array it's not even that. Okay, we will look for this later, but we have the what is it, 2 false 2 false 2 false. Okay, I think this is same, and I'm going to check whether what happened with the error, and we're going to change it in here into a Ruby one. So in here, the last one, let's say that the valid, maybe what is it, count of list bracket, undefined offset of 0. Okay, we're going to check it later. So we're going to check, we're going to make this one is validate bracket in here, and we're going to have the str and the dictionary map. It's going to be n, and we're going to return true. Okay, no, just the okay. And in here we're going to put this one, maybe just one of it, a validate bracket of the input str and dictionary map, and we're going to clear this one. We're going to say okay, ALB. Here we're going to check the Ruby one. Okay, it's going to be true, and we're going to implement this. Just say the make list str list bracket first bracket, so it's going to be empty, and the list of the str is going to be the str is split of. Okay, we're going to split this, and we're going to iterate this. I say for I in range of in 0 to list str of the length length. Okay, and we're going to have n in here. We're going to check whether the if dictionary map, okay, has value of the. Okay, we're going to make a temporary in here, just saying, going to say list str I, so we don't, it's easier to read. Just say that is the temporary in here, and I is little than 1. It's going to have an n in here, or else else if. Okay, it say that it's going to return false in here, else if the dictionary map sorry, not else if dictionary map has a key in here of the temporary, it's going to append into the list bracket. So we can say list bracket, just append the temporary. Okay, else if is dictionary map, but the what is it, the index is more bigger than 0 more than 1. Okay, we're going to check whether the dictionary map is a list bracket of the last. Okay, and we're going to check whether the what is it, the temporary is same. It's not, we're going to it's not, we're going to say okay, just return false in here, or else we're going to false. No, what happened to else we're going to pop up the list bracket. We're going to remove the last one, and after the for, we're going to check whether if the list of the bracket have to be empty. So you're going to say length is bigger than 0 is going to return false. Okay, that's all for now, I think. Let's see. Okay, we're going to print this into 1 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5. Okay, 1 2 3 4 1 again. See, okay, it's 5. Let's see. Okay, that's true. True, false, false, true, false. Okay, that's the same expected as here. That's all for now. Thank you for your stay, and we will meet you at another video. Thank you.